All right, seated comfortably. Draw the heads of the shoulders on back. Take a deep breath in. Now exhale out the mouth. Take another deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your chin in towards your chest. Let's go with a nice long neck here. And rock your head to the right. Chin back in towards your chest. To the left. And right back to center. Let's rock our head side to side. You may have a little stiffness in the neck. Maybe you haven't practiced yoga since last week. The other activities that makes your muscles a little shorter, a little tighter. Go ahead and pick your head up. Exhale, walk your fingertips out in front of you. So I'm going to have you walk your hips back. Drop the chest, lengthen your arms out in front of you. And draw your navel in towards your spine. So I'm going to have you round slightly into the back as you drop your head down. Inhale to look up. Exhale, walk the hands on over to your right and bow over the top of your thigh. Now let's really lengthen our fingertips out. And then slowly coming around to the other side and lengthen. Oh, notice the difference between the two sides. And right back to the center. Let's come wide with the hands. So we're going to place our wrists just about in line with where our knees are settling. I'm going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, I'm going to have you drop the chest. We're going to keep the elbows bent and lower down. Gently press away. Coming up, slide your hands onto your knees. Exhale, dip the shoulder down. And then slowly come on up. And opposite side, just dipping down. And right back to center. Big circles here. Drop the chest down, circle around. And reverse. And right back to center. Send your arms up and over your head. Exhale to cactus the arms, so nice broadening across the collarbones. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Chin in towards your chest. Pick your head up. Let your fingertips reach up. Bend into the elbows. Nice long stretch through the triceps. Interlace your fingers behind you and then press the palms up. Inhale. Exhale. Tilt on over to the side. Framing your head with your arms. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Release your hands, lean back, unwind the legs, crisscross opposite leg in front, awkward seated position. Inhale, reach your arms up. Send your fingertips on over. We're going to keep this opposite knee down. Draw the head back. Keep the throat open. Slowly coming on up. And then let's go ahead and switch sides and reach. And slowly coming on up. Let's take a little twist here over the knee. Go with a slow unwind, and let's twist on over to the other side, looking back. And right back to center. Take the knees in, reach your legs out in front of you, point and flex, and scrunch your toes. Inhale, walk the hips back, little bend into the knees. Exhale, fold forward. If you're reaching for your toes, maybe you're able to go down a little bit further, maybe not so far, and that's okay. And then slowly coming on up. Nice long spine. Inhale, swoop the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands back and behind you. Point your toes. We're going to go with the reverse plank. So I'm going to have you press your hips up. Optional to take the head all the way back or just take the gaze up. Good. Exhale to slowly release on down. Take a bend into the knees. Swing the legs around. Make your way top of the table. So you're going to stack the bones here where the shoulders are going to come right over the elbows and the hips directly over the knees. I'm going to curl my toes under just to give a little stretch through the arches of the feet and waking up the toes. Slowly coming up, slow release of the feet. Come down. We're going to move through some cat-cow stretches. So we're going to round into the spine. Just get some fluid movement here. And then right to center. I'm going to have you drop your hips on over to the left. We're going to go a little bend into the elbows. Slowly come back to center. Let's take it to the other side as you drop the hips on over. Slowly coming back to center. Curl your toes under, hips come back. And then slowly come up, release the feet, forearms come down. This is where I like to get into the shoulders. You can just press the palms together or weave the fingers together. Down, nice long spine here. And then slowly coming up. Make your way to a plank pose, heels back, heart forward. Now you can always modify if necessary. And then hips up and back. Lying downward facing dog. Let your head hang heavy. Walk in place. Good. And let's bring our feet on up to our hands. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Firm down. I'm going to take a pretty deep bend into my knees, settling my hips back. I'm going to slowly just go right into a chair position. Arms can come up and over your head. And then press to standing. And bring your hands to rest at your heart. And chin towards your chest. Arms down at your side. Let's go ahead and move on. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to look up halfway. Exhale to take both feet back. You can drop to your knees to modify, otherwise slowly lower down, chaturanga. Come through to cobra. Maybe you're going right into up dog. Press back into downward facing dog. So just walk it out. Just taking our time, listening to our breath. Look up in between your hands. Step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Look up halfway. Exhale to fold. I'm going to sit back down into my chair. Swoop my arms up. Press to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Moving on. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down into a chair. Folding forward. Looking up halfway. Exhale, both feet back. Take your chaturanga dandasana. Come through to cobra or up dog. Press back into downward facing dog. Send your left leg behind you, go big. Step the foot in between the hands. Settle your back knee down. Lift your arms up. Exhale the hands down. Back toes curl under, straightening the back leg. Left leg back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Good job. Downward facing dog. Bring that right leg behind. Step it through. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, swoop the arms up. Exhale the hands down. Back toes curl under, straightening the back leg. Right leg comes back. Chaturanga. Through to cobra or up dog. Press back. Good job, downward facing dog. Walking in place. And one knee at a time. Stepping or lightly hopping to the top of your mat. Look up halfway. Exhale to fold. Down into the chair. A swoop of the arms up. And across to standing. Exhale. Hands to your heart. And arms down at your side. Moving on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, settle down. Folding forward. Looking up halfway as you straighten your legs. Both feet back. Take chaturanga. And through to cobra or up dog. Pressing back to downward facing dog. Left leg, send it behind you. Step the foot in between the hands. We're coming to warrior two. Swivel the back foot down. Open the arms out to the side. Virabhadrasana 2. Gazing out over the middle finger. Exhale. Send the arms down, back toes curl under, left leg back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Press back. Downward facing. Right leg behind. Step the foot in between. Open the arms nice and big. Now you've got a rear view. Sinking down. Exhale. Cartwheel your arms all the way down. Back toes curl under. Right leg back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Press back. Good job. Downward facing dog. Good. Left leg behind you. Shifting into plank. Draw your knee in towards your chest. Squeeze in. Take it back. Feel free to go nice and big with this. Bring it in again. Squeeze in. And take it back. Come in again. Squeeze in. And take it back. Good. Let's step the foot in between the hands. Warrior two. Straightening out your front leg. Lengthen your fingertips forward. Find triangle pose. And reach. Good. And circle up and around to find warrior two. Exhale. Come all the way down. Left leg back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Press back. Downward facing dog. Opposite side as we send the right leg behind. Shift to plank, squeeze in. And take it back. And squeezing in. And take it back. One more time, squeezing in. Take it back. Step the foot in between the hands. That foot comes down. Open up. Straightening out the front leg. Rear view of triangle pose. Trikonasana. Use the strength of your core to guide you back up. Right back to warrior two. Exhale, coming down. You're doing great. Go chaturanga, nice and strong. Cobra or up dog. Press back. Let's come to child's pose. Just a brief break here. Settling in. Inhale and exhale. Slowly coming on up. I'm going to have you just keep the left knee down, plant that left hand, send the right leg back and behind. So when we bring the foot a little bit further behind from the left, it's going to help us really keep our stability. Send that opposite arm up. Now notice how I've stacked my arms. Good. Use your core to help you maintain your balance and reach your arm out and over your ear. Good. Reach the fingertips back up. So we're going to add a little bit of movement here. I'm going to have you curl in, bring these fingertips right in between the arm and the knee, so into this space, and then peel back open. It's going to test your balance. We come back in and open up. We're going nice and slow. We're only taking 3 of these, and then coming back in. We should be working your obliques here. Here you are. Good. Bring your hand to your hip. Really feel the stability, feel the strength, and pick that back leg up. Good job. Set that foot down. Good. Bring that opposite hand back and around. Come to a full plank. And then we'll just go with some mountain climbers here. Just going to bend one knee at a time. Walking in place. Good. We're going to take it to the other side. So I'm just going to flip around. You're going to use your opposite knee. You're going to plant the hand down. Bring the opposite foot behind. And send the arm up. Inhaling and exhaling. Now reach that arm out and over your ear. So find a lot of space here. Throat is open. Great job. Good. Send the fingertips back up, stacking the arms. And then scoop in, right between the knee and the elbow. And then open back up. 3 times. So here's 2. And here's 3. Good job. So we're going to really plant down. Opposite hand on to our hip. Pick that back leg up and balance. Good job. Not easy. Stay with the breath. Good job. Set the foot back down. Bring the hand back and around. Make your way to plank. And we'll just go with some mountain climbers. Let's walk it out. Good. Downward facing dog. Good job. Walk it out. All right. Right leg back and behind you. Step the foot in between the hands. Let's come back to warrior 2. Good. Bring the elbow to the top of the thigh. Send your arm out and over your ear. Slowly coming on up to reach back. That feels so good. And right back to warrior 2. Good. And come on down. Just take that foot back. Take a chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Press back. Downward facing dog. Opposite leg behind. Step the foot in between the hands. Opening up. Getting that rear view. Good. Reaching over. And reaching on up and to lengthen back. Right back to warrior 2. And come on down with the arms. And move through your vinyasa. Take just a couple breaths here. Step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Gaze up halfway. Exhale to fold. Come all the way to standing. And hands to your heart. And arms down at your side. Just come to the top of your mat. And we'll work on a little bit of balance now. So you want to be standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Close your eyes just to feel the stability that you have. And blink your eyes open and rest your hands either at your heart or onto your hips. You're going to firm down through this left foot. Go ahead and pick your right foot up. We're going to come to a tree pose. So it's either going to kickstand at the calf or into the inner thigh. Rest your hands at your heart. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and cactus your arms. Go ahead and bring your arms out to the side. Let the palms rest up. Good. Hands back to your heart. Knee forward and foot down. Good. Just walk in place. Work it out. Move out a little bit. Go ahead and switch sides. Firm down, opposite foot. Another foot comes up to a kickstand, to the calf or the inner thigh. Rest your hands at your heart. Notice the difference between the two sides. If you lose your balance, just start over, no big deal. Open the arms into cactus. Open the heart, feel the collarbones. Good, reach those arms out to the side. Really good job. Great job, good, good, good. And bring your hands right back to your heart. Bring that knee forward and soften the foot down. Let's go ahead, work it out. You can even come to the top of each foot, get a stretch through the ankle. And move about. So I hear a lot of snap, crackle, and popping over here on my end. You might too. Let's go ahead, switch it to the other side. Challenging the balance a little bit more. So remembering that the pelvis sets very evenly, okay? So it's not an anterior or posterior tilt. Always check in. So it's as though you've got a basin of water here. No water coming out the front or the back. Firm down through maybe your dominant leg. Go ahead, pick that foot up, place it wherever it's most challenging. Hands to your heart. Take your breath really, really deep here. Full concentration. Inhales and exhales. Go ahead, open the arms again into this cactus position. Setting the hand closest to your knee, set that hand on top of your knee, and your opposite arm up. Come into a little bit of a leaning tree here. You're going to reach over. If you lose your balance, start over. Good. Slowly coming on back. Back to cactus arms. And hands back to the heart. Knee forward. And walk it out. Good job. All right, let's go ahead, switch sides, firm down, take that opposite foot up. Be completely stable, checking in with the breath. Open the arms out to the side. Exhale, the hand closest to the knee, rest it down. The opposite arm comes right alongside your ear. Inhale, exhale to lean over. Side's definitely a little more challenging for me. We're gonna do it. Good job. See, I use my core to help stabilize me when I really start to lose my balance. Exhale, hands back to your heart. Knee forward, foot down. Good job. Thanks for the challenge. All right. Let's come to the top of our mats. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, let's step back into a plank position. We're gonna pause here, but not into the breath. Inhales and exhales. Down to the forearms. Take 3 breaths here. And slowly drop to your knees. And make your way into a supported child's pose. So that would be your knees together. Hips back into the heels. A surrender of the chest down. Arms alongside your body. Take a moment, close your eyes. And slowly come on up. Roll to either hip. Come around. And let's make our way onto our backs and hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. All right. Excuse me. All right, so let's work our core. Set the feet down, bring your hands back and behind your head. Let the throat rest open. We're gonna support the back of our head with our hands. Now, if you feel as though you don't want to do that, you don't have to have your hands behind your head. One thing that I do wanna make sure of is that you've lifted your frontal hip bones slightly up towards the rib cage so you can settle the lower back into your mat. And have you lift up, keep that chin, the apple, imaginary apple, orange, grapefruit, whatever it is. You just want space here. We're gonna lift up, securing the feet, no floating toes. We're gonna pulse up 25 times. So we're gonna pulse 2, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good job. Arms can come into cactus or you can release them from the back of your head. Bring your feet wide. Drop your knees to the left. And we're going to get a nice stretch through the abs and a little bit into the hip. Inhaling and exhaling. And then slowly come back and around to center. Take the knees in the opposite direction. Noticing the difference between the lengthening on each side. And then slowly come on back. Toe heel of the feet. Let's straighten the legs as we send them on up. Hands back and behind the head. So I'm going to lower one leg down, but then I'm going to draw the opposite foot right into my knee. And then I'm going to come back up. And then I'm going to switch it out. Okay? So we're just going to get a healthy momentum going there. And this is going to work lower and mid-abdominals, so we can start together. And we'll just go until I say stop, okay? So we'll come on down, exhaling. So you're exhaling on the way down. I like to make it nice and slow because I feel like that makes it a little more effective. Yes, I understand it's a little more challenging. So far this is 3, almost 3 on each side. So I'll kind of give you a gauge. We're going to do 10, okay, on each side. So here's number 4. We're just about halfway there. Make sure you're breathing. So we have 5 more. Last 3, here's 3. And 2. Last one. Good job. Good. And straight up. Good. Let your hips come up off of the mat slightly. Get a stretch through the lower back, a little bit more into the hamstrings. Tilt of the head back. Good. Slowly lower the hips down, lower the feet down. Arms down at your side. Let's press the hips up to counter all of that. You want to interlace your fingers underneath you to take that bind. Good. And then slowly lower on down. Relax the shoulders, hug the knees in, roll to either side, and slowly come on up. And bring your feet around to the front. All right, so I'm going to have you bring this left foot in, the right leg is going to go out. All right, so we're coming into the yin portion of our practice. You can always bring props in front of you, so maybe even a block or even that of a pillow. What we are going to do is we're going to lean forward, just so that we're getting the stretch through the inner thigh, through the back of the leg, and into the lower back. You may choose not to use props at all, which is fine. If this knee is actually, it's up, you can even support it, and then you can come forward, and then you'd be here, all right? So get yourself situated. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to come forward. So remember, we're in our poses for a few minutes. So make sure that you're allowing yourself to get comfortable. If you care to, drop your head and let your neck lengthen. Or you can just keep your gaze soft at your palms. Or you can close your eyes all together. Just make sure that your breaths are steady, they're even, nothing stressed. Remember, we're releasing here. Remember the breath, doing your best not to fidget or move, being patient in this space. Just about there, not here much longer. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, let's slowly come on up. Let's rock our head a little side to side. Let's go ahead and take a bend into this knee. Move it around a little bit, round out your ankle. Maybe coming in to just cradling the baby, working that hip out. Good. And then let's just go with an exchange of the legs. Same thing applies using any props that you need. It is usually that one side is a little tighter than the other or responds differently, so just be aware of that. Take a deep breath in, and let's exhale down into pose. And finding stillness, being patient, noticing the difference between the two sides. We're not to be holding tension into the jaw or anywhere else in the body. Doing a great job, just breathe. Just a few more breaths here. And slowly coming on up. Rocking your head side to side. Picking up this leg. Rocking it in. Maybe cradling the baby, getting movement into the hip. Good. And then slowly release that leg down. Just go with some upper body circles here. And reverse. All right, let's go ahead and neutralize. We're gonna come into this extended puppy pose, which helps us get into our shoulders. So we were there briefly already. Come down to the forearms. You can always bring a blanket or a block in front of you, or even a pillow to rest your forehead on. We walk our knees back. We send our hips up high. We drop the chest down low. We just allow the shoulders to gently open. All right, very slowly start to roll on up. Rest one palm down, circle the opposite arm around. Switching side to circle that arm around. And reverse. And just move the elbows a little. All right, right back and around, coming to center. I'm gonna have you bring the feet wide. You have an option to bring a bolster or cushions or blankets in front of you. So we're just really getting into the hamstrings, different way of getting into the hips, and I'm gonna have you fold forward. So hopefully you were able to get a little more space into the hamstrings, into the lower back. And now we'll go with both feet out to the side, and then we'll fold here. Do your best to just be still. Checking in with the breath. We're only here for a few more breaths. Slowly begin to come on up. Maybe just shake the legs in. Bend into the knees. Rock those knees side to side. Just take your time doing this. You don't need to rush it. Bring the soles of your feet together. Find length into the spine. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take a little twist over the knee, looking back and over your shoulder. Slowly unwind to reach up. Exhale to twist. And slowly unwind. All right, let's draw the knees in. And let's make our way onto our backs. Nice and slow. And then hug your knees in. Soles of the feet come down. Let's go with a nice counter pose. Just short, small bridge lift here. Exhale to release down. Send the right leg out. Hug the left knee in to the outside of your rib cage. Round out your ankle. There you go. Just a brief twist. So roll slightly over onto that hip. Keep both shoulders down. Come right back and around to center. Making your way onto your back. Hug that knee in. And send the leg on down. Then switch sides. Opposite knee comes into the outside of the rib cage. Rounding out your ankle. Give a squeeze. Drape your leg over your body. Just roll it slightly over to your hip. Twist. Bring back and around. Hugging the knee into the outside of your rib cage. And then lengthening that leg down. And we'll make our way into Shavasana. If any of you use an essential oil, go ahead, dab a little bit of that essential oil into your palm, rub your palms together. Bring your hands up around your face. Take in whatever scent you brought to the mat with you. Inhale and exhale. Now rest here peacefully in Shavasana. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Going with the rock of your head from side to side. Take a bend into your knees and hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a great big hug for showing up today. And then send either arm up and over your head, roll to either side. Go with a gentle push up and come to seated. Bring your hands to rest in prayer at your heart, chin in towards your chest. I'm so grateful to each of you who joined me. Thank you for being here, and I wish to each of you a happy, healthy, and safe rest of your day. Namaste.